हेलो टीम, वेलकम टू एक्टिव माइंड्स। आज का एपिसोड काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है क्योंकि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आवर हार्ट हेल्थ। सो आज का टॉपिक है हार्ट हेल्थ डिकोडेड। हार्ट के बारे में बेस्ट तरीके से समझाने के लिए अगर मुझे कोई मेरे कनेक्शन में मिले तो वो है डॉक्टर के रोशन राव सर। तो मैं सर के बारे में बताना चाहूँगा, ही इज़ सेंट्रल इंडिया के सबसे रिनाउंड कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट जिनके पास 20+ ईयर ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस है। He has done MBBS, MD, DM in cardiology and currently he is leading Department of Cardiology at Apollo Hospitals Indore. So sir, we want to welcome you on our channel which is Active Minds. So sir, how are you feeling now?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Thank you for that kind introduction, Seemant. Basically, there are a lot of cardiologists and all are almost equal. You came across me, so probably that is why I am here. Thanks a lot.
थैंक यू सर। यू आर बीइंग काइंड इनफ बिकॉज आपके बारे में सर जितनी बात की जाए उतनी कम है क्योंकि यू आर एवरीवेयर। पीपल कैन सर्च अबाउट यू ऑन इंटरनेट एंड व्हाट थिंग्स यू हैव अचीव्ड। सो जो गूगल पे कर सकते हैं सर्च, मैं वो डिस्कस नहीं करूँगा आज। वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट अ मॉडर्न कार्डियोलॉजी इज़ समथिंग दैट आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम यू कि सर मॉडर्न कार्डियोलॉजी में आज ऐसा क्या है जो हम आज एक पब्लिक के साथ शेयर करें जो वो गूगल या चैट जीपीटी करके नहीं समझ सकते। और आपसे मैं डायरेक्टली सर समझना चाहूँगा कि सर कार्डियोलॉजी मॉडर्न एज में क्या है।
बहुत रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन है आज के लिए। अगर अपन 80 के दशक में जाएं तो इफ़ यू सी किसी को अगर बाईपास कराना होता तो वो यूके यूएस जाता था, सो टेक्सास बेसिकली। तो उस समय फिर उसके बाद 90 का दशक आया, उस समय हम दिल्ली बॉम्बे जाते थे। नाउअडेज फिर 2000s में वी वेर इनटू tier 2 cities and now every district have a cath lab.
Right.
So that's what things have changed over a period of time. दूसरी चीज़ जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है, पहले जो कार्डियोलॉजी होती तो इमरजेंसी कार्डियोलॉजी होती थी। इमरजेंसी कार्डियोलॉजी का मतलब ये था कि किसी को हार्ट अटैक आया वो हॉस्पिटल में आते थे। आजकल लोग हेल्थ चेक्स के थ्रू आते हैं। 70% लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनका हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम हमें पहले से पता चल जाती है बिफोर द हार्ट अटैक स्ट्राइक्स। तो ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि हेल्थ चेक्स के, तो दिस इज़ वेयर वी आर कमिंग टू द मॉडर्न कार्डियोलॉजी। उसके बाद कुछ केसेस में बाईपास नहीं हो पाता था क्योंकि पेशेंट बहुत सीरियस रहता था, सिक रहता था, ओल्ड रहता था। फिर उसके बाद एंजियोप्लास्टी भी नहीं हो पाती थी क्योंकि हमारे पास उतने आर्मामेंटेरियम नहीं थे। अगर हम इंदौर की बात करें, हमारे कैथ लैब की बात करें, तो आज एक बेस्ट वर्ल्ड का बेस्ट कैथ लैब होता है, उसकी सारी जो चीज़ें होती हैं वो हमारे कार्डियोलॉजी यूनिट में है। जैसे आजकल छोटे होल से टैबी होता है विच इज़ अ वाल्व रिप्लेसमेंट। दूसरा कि कुछ इमेजिंग टेक्निक्स आई हैं जिसको कहते हैं आईवस एंड ओसीटी। इसके द्वारा अपन एक प्रिसिशन एंजियोप्लास्टी कर सकते हैं जिसमें हम एग्जैक्टली स्टेंट नाप सकते हैं, कितना डायलेट हुआ वो नाप सकते हैं। थर्ड ये है कि अगर किसी को ऑपरेशन से लीकेज नहीं बंद हो सकता तो बिना ऑपरेशन के भी लीकेज बंद हो सकता है। सो देर आर लॉट एंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। कैल्शियम होता है, कैल्शियम के कारण स्टेंट डायलेट नहीं होते तो रोटा एब्लेशन हो गया या IVL हो गया या ऑर्बिटल एथरेक्टोमी हो गया। ये सारे जो आर्मामेंटेरियम्स हैं ये स्टार्ट हो गए और इस कारण से आजकल की कार्डियोलॉजी बहुत ही ज़्यादा एडवांस है। ऐसा कोई पेशेंट नहीं है जिसको हम ट्रीटमेंट ऑफर नहीं कर सकते, विच वॉज नॉट द केस अबाउट 15 ईयर्स बैक। उस समय 30% ऐसे होते थे जिसको हम ट्रीटमेंट ऑफर नहीं कर सकते थे और ऐसे पेशेंट्स कंटिन्यूसली 20-25 एंटी एंजाइनल मेडिकेशन लेके कंटिन्यूसली दे वुड लीव अ ट्रैजिक लाइफ। So this is where modern cardiology is. It is there in every small villages, small centers, small districts and all those things. So this is where modern cardiology I would define has reached now.
Thank you for this sir. This is very powerful to understand and sir सब चैट जीपीटी गूगल तो काफ़ी करते हैं बट चैट जीपीटी या फिर AI कोविड से पहले नहीं था, बट आफ्टर कोविड देर आर सम आई थिंक दीज आर मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन कि सर कोविड के बाद में हार्ट हेल्थ ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव हो गई है। लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि हमने कोविड के वैक्सीनेशंस लिए उस वजह से शायद हमारे हार्ट में कुछ इशू आया है। तो सर क्या सही में ऐसा कुछ है कि कोविड के बाद में हार्ट हेल्थ काफ़ी सेंसिटिव हो गई है? और या तो ये मिसलीडिंग इन्फॉर्मेशन हो सकती है, बट आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज़ द एक्चुअल सिनेरियो इन द मार्केट।
एक्चुअली अगर अपन देखें तो अनटिल अनलेस वी आर नॉट अवेयर वी विल नॉट नो। तो कोविड एक ऐसा फेज था जिसने सबको हेल्थ के प्रति अवेयर कराया। देयरफॉर वी नो दैट देयर इज समथिंग लाइक अ हार्ट अटैक, समथिंग लाइक अ पल्स ऑक्सीमीटर, समथिंग लाइक अ सैचुरेशन, समथिंग लाइक अ ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी, समथिंग लाइक नेट मेड्स, ये जो ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी होती है, समथिंग लाइक वीडियो कंसल्टेशंस. पहले क्या होता था, जैसे वी ऑल आर यंग, वी नो दैट वी आर आउटसाइड द, सपोज समबडी इज़ अब्रॉड, उनके बूढ़े माँ बाप हैं जो आते हैं, दे आर वेरी, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर ओल्डर पीपल टू कम टू द हॉस्पिटल अगेन एंड अगेन, सिट इन अ लाइन. तो वो टेली कंसल्टेशन या वीडियो कंसल्टेशन लेते हैं, एंड देयर किड्स from abroad also joining. So this is something which is born out of COVID, and इस कारण से जो उनकी जो ओल्डर पेशेंट्स हैं उनकी जो हेल्थ केयर है वो भी अच्छी हो जाती है. देन दे जब वो कंसल्टेशंस ले लेते हैं तो उसके बाद वो ऑनलाइन ही फार्मेसी से मेडिसिन मंगा के भी दे सकते हैं. तो इस तरीके से बहुत डिफरेंस आया है. सेकेंडली, हमारे जो कॉन्फ्रेंसेस है जिसमें मुझे कोई चीज़ नई लर्न करनी है, आई कांट गो बिकॉज ऑफ बिजी शेड्यूलिंग, सो आई कैन जॉइन ऑनलाइन एंड सी इट. थर्ड, कोविड से जो हार्ट हेल्थ में जो फ़र्क आया है वो ये है कि कोविड से क्लॉट्स बनते थे, कोविड डिजीज़ से, नॉट विद द वैक्सीनेशन. कोविड उससे क्लॉट बनते थे, उससे एरिथमियाज होते थे, उससे हार्ट अटैक आ सकते थे, उससे क्लॉट्स लंग में भी बनते थे जिसको पल्मोनरी एम्बोलिज्म कहते हैं. तो इन सब चीज़ों का अवेयरनेस बहुत ज़्यादा आया. उसके कुछ स्पेसिफिक जैसे CRP है, ये पहले हमने नहीं सुना था, कोविड के टाइम पे सुना. सब लोगों ने, सब मुझसे आके आजकल पेशेंट्स पूछते हैं CRP करा लें क्या सर. तो ये सारे कोविड के बेनिफिट्स हैं जो अभी भी चल रहे हैं, आज भी चल रहे हैं. लोग के पास सैचुरेशंस हैं, BP मॉनिटर्स हैं, सो होल्टर मॉनिटर्स हैं. तो ये सारी वेयरेबल वॉचेज़ हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें कोविड की देन है. एंड आई थिंक कोविड ने एक्चुअली हेल्थ इंडस्ट्री या हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल प्रमोट करने में बहुत मदद करी. एंड नाइकी का एक राइटअप था जो मैं पढ़ रहा था, तो कोविड के बाद से अभी तक there is 50% boost in their sales of sports shoes. So that's a very important and very good thing.
Yes. This is very important, sir. You know, हमारे सनातन धर्म में भी सर बोला जाता है कि पहला सुख निरोगी काया, दूसरा सुख घर में हो माया. तो आई मीन यू नो कोविड के बाद डेफिनेटली सर लोग काफ़ी फिजिकल हेल्थ को लेके खासकर काफ़ी एक्टिव हो चुके हैं. एंड सर बट व्हेन यू आर, सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नो आई रियली वांट टू टॉक अबाउट योर पर्सनैलिटी, बिकॉज मैंने सर आपको हॉस्पिटल में भी देखा है. मैं काफ़ी सारे विजिट्स, मतलब जब भी मैं अपोलो हॉस्पिटल में आता हूँ, एक देयर इज़ अ वाइब कि सर यू आर हैविंग दैट काइंड ऑफ कंपोजर. यू नो, आप क्लोज टू 50 to 80 पेशेंट्स को रेगुलरली देखते हैं, और इसमें सर आपकी सर्जरीज भी होती हैं. बट उसके बाद भी सर ये मेरा ही ऑब्जर्वेशन है कि सर आप एक बहुत एक अच्छा पेशेंस रखते हैं. आपकी जो वाइब है, मतलब मैंने कभी एक नेगेटिव कुछ भी थॉट या फिर एक वाइब मैंने कभी फील नहीं करी. तो सर ये दिस काइंड ऑफ कंपोजर, यू नो, मतलब एक बोलते हैं ना कि सबके लाइफ में स्ट्रेस आता है, बट स्ट्रेस में नो पीपल रियली गो इनटू यू नो इन द फाइट और फ्लाइट काइंड ऑफ अ सिचुएशन. बट आई ऑलवेज सी यू दैट यू आर इन दैट पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट एंड यू आर वेरी कंपोज्ड. एंड सर आप तो रोज़ एक ऐसे सिचुएशन में जाते हैं जहाँ पे नो लाइफ एंड डेथ सिचुएशन होती है, पर आप कैसे कंपोजर मेंटेन करते हैं? क्योंकि सर हमारी जनरेशन में पीपल आर सेइंग दैट दिस जनरेशन इज़ वेरी इम्पेशेंट जनरेशन. तो सर यहाँ पे आप क्या बोलेंगे? मैं आपकी पर्सनैलिटी जानना चाह रहा हूँ सर.
एक्चुअली मैं दिल्ली में था, दिल्ली के बाद मैं इंदौर आया. आई वॉज इन दिल्ली अपोलो विच इज़ प्रॉब्ली 20 times the size of the hospital that I am working here. It is inside a colony. तो जब मैं आया था, आई हैड कम फॉर माई डॉटर. तो मुझे वो मोटो था कि मेरी डॉटर शुड ग्रो अप इन अ Tier 2 सिटी, बिकॉज दिल्ली वॉज वेरी हेक्टिक. धीरे धीरे करके यहाँ पे भी काफ़ी हेक्टिक हो गया. बट यू नो ये जो रूटीन है, ये हैबिट्स हैं, और ये रिकरेंट, मतलब वही चीज़ करने से फॉर्म हो जाती. सो आई डोंट find anything which is unusual in me. The most important thing is that जब अगर मैं कोई सर्जरी कर रहा हूँ और पेशेंट क्रैश करता है, तो ये मुझे पता है कि आई एम द ओनली पर्सन हु कैन मेक इट और ब्रेक इट. तो अगर मैं उसमें फाइट और फ्लाइट में चले जाऊँगा तो इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द अदर स्टाफ. सो दैट इज़ वन थिंग. सेकेंडली, जो OPD में है, OPD में मैं बहुत सारे लोगों को इकट्ठे रखता हूँ. उसका रीज़न ये है कि उन लोग भी एक दूसरे से बात करते हैं, उन लोग भी एक दूसरे की चीज़ें समझते हैं, और मेरा काम बड़ा आसान हो जाता है. कई बार मैंने अगर कोई ने पूछा मुझे क्या खाना है, तो बगल वाला जो पेशेंट है वो बोल देता है कि ये खा लेना, वो खा लेना, वो खा लेना. सो दैट मेक्स माई लाइफ ईजी. आई डोंट सी पेशेंट इन पर्सन. समबडी हु रिक्वेस्ट मी कि मुझे पर्सनली कुछ बात करनी है, तो देन आई गो टू अ डिफरेंट रूम. अदरवाइज आई सी पीपल टुगेदर. So there's a bonding with them, and there are few patients who come together. I mean, they plan their visits together, and that is how the camaraderie is. So they are self sufficient. I don't have to do anything about that. So there's nothing different that I do. It's just that it has been a habit. That's it.
I mean, sir, you created a system, you know, कि जहाँ पे automatically, you know, you automated basically most of the things.
Yeah, of course.
जिसकी वजह से आपका routine easy हुआ है, you know, you are at your position because of this particular system only. So that's amazing. Your team is also very strong, sir.
Basically, I always feel that God has been kind.
I mean, definitely, sir. I mean, definitely. एंड सर आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड यहाँ पे कि सर मैं एक आर्टिकल पढ़ रहा था जहाँ पे क्रॉनिकल एज के बारे में बता रहे थे और आपकी एक्चुअल जो एज है, मतलब सर मैंने भी एक टेस्ट किया था तो राइट नाउ 29 ईयर्स ओल्ड, बट जो मैंने मेरी रिपोर्ट आई उसमें मेरा हेल्थ था, फिजिकल हेल्थ वॉज 23 to 24. तो सर मैं इस टाइप के टेस्ट के बारे में सर जानना चाहूँगा कि आप पब्लिक को कुछ ऐसे टेस्ट बताएं जिससे वो कर सकें, क्योंकि हेल्थ इज़ वेरी यू नो उस पर काफ़ी बात हो चुकी है, बट सबके लिए यूज़ केसेस डिफरेंट हैं. मैं आपका रूटीन फॉलो नहीं कर सकता, इट वर्क फॉर यू, देयर माइट पॉसिबिलिटी इट विल नॉट वर्क फॉर मी. तो सर यहाँ पे कौन से ऐसे टेस्ट है जो हम कर सकते हैं जिससे हम एक ऑप्टिमम हेल्थ की तरफ जा सकें?
सी बेसिकली अगर अपन इंडिविजुअलाइज करें किसी चीज़ को तो बहुत मुश्किल होगा, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी वेरिड काइंड ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. सो you have to do something which is okay or which covers 80% of population. Suppose किसी को एक महीने इंडिया में 80s में या 90s में अगर किसी को एक महीने की खांसी आती थी तो हम टीबी के इलाज लिख देते अगर वो नेगेटिव आए या पॉजिटिव आए. So there are set routine, set protocols of some things. Like you are talking about arterial age, मतलब जो body की age और chronological age.
Yes, sir.
So it is simply some of there are certain parameters like carotid में जो plaque बनता है उसको देखने के लिए, या हमारी जो नब्ज है पैर की और हाथ की, इसमें कुछ डीले होता है, इसको रेडियो फीमोरल डीले और ब्रेकियल इंडेक्स बोलते हैं. ये अगर डीले होता है तो उसमें ये बताते हैं कि सब क्लिनिकल आर्टरी में कोलेस्ट्रॉल डिपॉजिट्स हैं. जब हम किसी की एंजियोग्राफी करते हैं स्पेशली डायबिटीज़ की, तो उनकी जो सपोज 50 ईयर्स का है तो उनकी जो आर्टरीज की जो ब्लॉकेजेस रहती हैं इट इज़ अकिन टू समबडी हु 75. तो जो क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज और या बायोलॉजिकल एज, इसमें डिफरेंस आता है रिस्क फैक्टर से.
ओके.
कि आपके ब्लड प्रेशर, डाइट, कोलेस्ट्रॉल, आपका जो डायबिटीज़ है, इनसे इसमें डिफरेंस आता है. एंड आई एम श्योर दैट यू आर फॉलोइंग अ गुड रूटीन, फिजिकली एक्टिव लाइफ. So these are the things which are similar things which causes heart attack.
Okay.
And they are the similar things which will cause your biological age or arterial age to increase. So that is why it is prudent. हम ये सबको ये बोलते हैं कि ये जो कुछ सेट पैरामीटर्स हैं उसको फॉलो करेंगे तो आप लंबे समय तक बिना हार्ट अटैक के या बिना हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स के जी पाएंगे. So that is what it is.
Got it. Sir, you know, when I was planning for this particular episode, there was this, you know, a kind of a fight between me and some of my friends. Because, you know, sir, I used to eat non-veg. Then I stopped eating non-veg. I'm completely vegetarian now. I don't even eat eggs now. But then also I take, you know, certain kind of a protein from different, you know, foods. But sir, they are like, you know, non-veg खाते हैं, so we feel more energy. But I, you know, what I felt, what I read कि हाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल ज़्यादा होता है सर नॉन-वेज में. और जब मैंने सर छोड़ा तो मेरा ओवरऑल जो वर्कआउट था, मेरा जो खुद का फिजिक था और जो मेरा खुद का इनर फील था, इट वॉज वेरी लाइट नाउ. मैं काफ़ी कूल फील करता हूँ, देयर इज़ नो टेम्परामेंट, मेरा एक्ने ख़त्म हो गया मुझे ऐसा लगता है, और आई एम मोर हेल्दियर नाउ. सो सर क्या सर, यू नो, वेजिटेरियन डाइट वर्सेस नॉन वेजिटेरियन डाइट में सर हार्ट की कंडीशन पे क्या अफेक्ट आता है सर? आई रियली वांट टू नो दिस.
That's a very interesting observation and a very good topic to discuss. Basically, I will start with there was an article by Kim Eagle 2004 में publish हुआ था. कोई भी जानवर में कभी भी हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती.
ओके.
कोरोनरी एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस नहीं होती है. होती है जिसमें डोमेस्टिकेटेड पेट्स और ह्यूमन बीइंग में. सो व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस?
My God.
What is the difference? The difference is in they do not have cooked food.
Right.
Only domesticated pet and human beings have cooked food.
100%.
One. Second, they do not have milk of other animal. no animal in this world except human being and domesticated pets have milk of other animals. So that's the basic difference. That is why they found out that this is the reason probably that we have a heart issue, because if you say stress, everybody has. If you say meat, everybody have meat and all those things. So basically the problem lies in overcooking. The problem lies in having lot of milk and milk products.
Okay.
So that's something which article, it fascinated me. Second, it told us that you require only 2.5 milligram per deciliter of cholesterol.
Okay.
Okay, which is called bad cholesterol, which is LDL. So that is the kind of cholesterol that you require for your daily hormone. Cholesterol से basically hormones बनते हैं, brain के sexual hormones, ये सारे hormones बनते हैं. So that is the amount. I mean 25 milligram of cholesterol is enough for them. Rest of the things make your artery bad. Third, coming to non-veg and vegetarian food. Non-vegetarian food, especially red meat, has got a lot of calories and a lot of bad fat. But there are certain fishes, suppose chicken breast and fishes which are very good in omega-3 fatty acids, which increases HDL cholesterol.
Okay.
And if you remember from your childhood, from my childhood also, we used to have 7 C's cod liver oil, which is basically extracted from fish because of omega's fatty acids and increases HDL. HDL is a good cholesterol, which causes arterial cholesterol to regress. So it is very subjective, and if I suppose walk for 20 minutes, I'm sure that I'm not going back home and having a samosa.
100%.
Right? So if you have left something, it will definitely make you. I am fond of. Suppose you were fond of non-veg, you left it. So it will leave an indelible mark in your brain that yes, I have left something that I liked and I'm feeling good about it. So that is brain rules over everything.
Right.
And that is why you are feeling what you are feeling. I would say that they are comparable. A high good amount of protein is available in non-veg food, which is not very much there in vegetarian food. Okay, so they are all. Everything is a part that we should take. If you ask me, there are only 2 things in the world which have got only protein. One is prawn and the other is mushroom.
Okay.
So mushroom should be there in a vegetarian diet, and prawn should always be there in a non-vegetarian diet. So it's I would say that it's a myth that non-veg is bad. Good non-veg is very good.
Okay.
Right, and bad non-veg or bad veg is always bad. If you look at the preparations in your Indian cuisine, there's a lot of oil and a lot of spices which are there. So which is not good. So it will make a good vegetarian food bad.
Right.
So that is why again we come to the same article that less you cook, better it is for you.
Got it. Got it. So sir, do you consume non-veg?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Sir, what is your favorite meal when it comes to our favorite recipe or something? Dish.
We can expand this, right? Because diet is something which is very good, important, and it is my forte. If you look at, there was an adage which used to say that breakfast like a king. Lunch like a queen, and dinner like a pauper.
Yes,
right? So it was from UK, which is diametrically opposite to where we live.
Right.
All their do's, all their functions, all their marriages are during the daytime. They utilize the sun because it's a cold weather. What happens here when you come to this part of the world? Everything is at night, right? So if you take a breakfast like a king, you take lunch like a queen, you have left nothing for your dinner as far as calories go. So you go to Sayaji, you go to any club, there are 16 things to eat, but you already have consumed your part of your calorie during the day, so you can't eat it.
Right.
And it is humanly not possible not to do it on a regular basis. nowadays partying or going out or having a dinner or having something is so close that we end up doing it in twice a week. So what for me, I think that I take the lightest thing that I have is lunch. Then I have lunch and breakfast are something which is the lightest, and dinner is my most heaviest meal.
Okay.
Which nobody will agree with me, but I take dinner say about 2 hours before I sleep.
Okay.
And that's my largest meal, and breakfast and lunch are very small. Reason being that that I told you that I will not be able to enjoy my parties, of course. So this is why I do what I do, and I promote it also. Suppose you want to lose weight, so you average Indian diet has got 2400 kilocalories per day. If you run for 1 hour, you only burn 200 calories. You must have seen on the TNT, right? So how do you lose weight? The only way to lose weight is to decrease your diet intake.
Okay.
Right? So if you take suppose 600 kilocalorie of breakfast, 500 kilocalorie of your lunch, then you go to a party, you take another 1200. So that would be 2400 roughly. So how do you lose weight? There are 3 things which are very clear. You should take very clearly into it. One is your mental well-being. That's by yoga, pranayama, spiritual well-being, going to temples, praying. Second is you need to be fit. For that you have to run, jog, do exercises. Third is losing weight, which is where मैं दौड़ के आ रहा हूँ सर, मोटा अभी भी हूँ. You have to lose weight only by diet.
Right.
So diet में you can do it a 1200 calories diet per day. So that is taking out 1200 from your diet.
Right.
That is like running for 6 hours, isn't it? So you cannot run for 6 hours. So if you change your diet, you change your weight. The idea is to lose 10% of your weight every week.
Got it.
Yeah. So that is how it should work. Second, if you take food, breakfast with sprouts, soups, salads and fruits. If you take them, 1 bowl of fruit is enough, 1 bowl of salad is enough, and 1 bowl of sprouts is enough for filling your stomach. So that is 100 calories.
Okay.
Second, you can take whatever. You take 1 chapati, have some sprout or fruits in lunch. That is another 200 calories.
Okay.
So you are left with 800 to 900 calories for your sumptuous dinner. The only thing that you have to avoid in dinner is simple carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrate is like fruit juices, fruit syrups, cokes and diet cokes and all those things, and sweets. If you avoid them, because carbohydrates are for energy and you don't need energy in the night. So avoid them, take complex carbohydrate, take 800 to 1000 calories of good dinner, sleep after 2 hours, walking for 10 minutes, you'll be fine. So that is how I do it. And probably I take 1 liter of milk, curd. Okay. And so a buttermilk, and then I drink it over every day, over the entire day. Okay. So that's how I keep myself full and without any calories. So
sir, how much water intake do you recommend to a normal person who is not working out?
Basically, it has been recommended since our childhood is 8 glasses. 1 glass is about 250 ml. So that's how it should be. Yeah.
Got it.
About 2.5 to 3 liters.
Average guy.
Yeah.
And sir, what about those people who are working out? Because sir, when you work out, whenever you work out, you need protein also, right, to recover, because you break your muscles basically. तो सर प्रोटीन इंटेक को लेके काफ़ी कन्फ्यूजन है, बिकॉज क्योंकि जैसे हम काफ़ी देखते हैं और सुनते हैं, क्योंकि ब्रांड्स प्रमोट ज़्यादा करते हैं उनके प्रोडक्ट्स को. एंड यू टोल्ड मी कि आई एम टेकिंग एक्सेसिव अमाउंट ऑफ सप्लीमेंट इन सर्टन वे विच इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, और सेम ही रिजल्ट है आई थिंक. नॉट अ सेम रिजल्ट बट अ बेटर रिजल्ट, क्योंकि मैं कंज्यूम कम कर रहा हूँ और मैं मेरी बॉडी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट है वो क्रिएट करने में. बट सर, बिकॉज ऑफ इंस्टाग्राम, सोशल मीडिया, एनी काइंड ऑफ अ प्लेटफॉर्म विच यू कैन सी, तो सर एक ओवरलोड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज कमिंग टू माई माइंड कि यार मुझे स्पिरुलिना लेना है हार्ट हेल्थ के लिए, मुझे बायोटिन लेना है स्किन के लिए, मुझे मल्टीवाइटामिन्स लेना है रेगुलर, समटाइम्स मेंटल हेल्थ के लिए पीपल टेक अश्वगंधा और ब्रह्मी. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ मार्केटिंग हैज़ बिन डन, और उस वजह से मुझे ऐसा लगता है दिस इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. सर, एमवे स्टार्टेड दिस थिंग, आई एम टेकिंग द नेम ऑफ द ब्रांड्स, बट दे स्टार्टेड बेसिकली, एंड सर मुझे रिजल्ट्स मिले भी, एंड मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगा कि हाँ, मतलब दिस इज डेफिनेटली गिविंग मी राइट काइंड ऑफ एनर्जी विच आई ऑलवेज वांटेड. बट सर, क्या रिक्वायर्ड है सप्लीमेंट्स?
See, until unless you are not a heavyweight boxer or a marathon runner or you are a professional athlete, you don't require more than 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kg body weight of protein.
Right.
And that is possible in naturally occurring proteins. For veg it is soya bean, for veg it is, as I told you, mushrooms, as I told you, paneer and all those things are sufficient, and legumes and sprouts, they are sufficient for 1.2 gram per kg body weight of protein. You don't require more than that. So if you are taking protein from protein powder and all, so it might add up a little bit but not a lot.
Okay.
Right? So I think naturally occurring proteins are always good. And you cannot have a capsule and think that you spirulina and you think that everything is done. Body is amazing, and those places where you procure it, or the places where they procure their ingredients, especially in our country, is very, very spurious. So why do you want to take something which you can't see? Right. There are places where you can find fresh everything that you can eat fresh. As I told you, anything which is processed is not good, and that is what makes us ill.
Got it.
So something which is naturally occurring you should take, and you should take it. Normally there is only 10% of people who are taking average required quantity of fruits and vegetables in India.
Got it.
So there is a lot of lacuna, So if you want to fill it with, you look at what you are eating, and probably you can change that. Right. So I am not a proponent of anything which should be taken from a can, or you can take protein from a spoon. You can't do that. You have to have normal, naturally occurring protein.
Very important, sir. I mean, yeah, definitely, sir. I think affirmations, that also works. Agar aapka, mind is healthy.
It's all in the mind.
Mind only, right?
It's all in the mind. If you think that you don't want to eat for 12 hours, you will not eat for 12 hours.
Right.
Navratri karte hain, we don't consume anything.
And you carry the same energy.
Yeah.
When you are dieting.
We do the same work.
Right.
So you have to understand that it's all in brain, mind, and that is how you have to work around. And डब्बे से कभी भी आपको ताकत नहीं होती.
100%. Coming on to the lighter tone, this is very amazing thing, what I observe, कि थोड़ा सर lighter tone में जा रहा हूँ मैं. When we see Bollywood movies or any kind of songs, सर उसमें or anything, they are like कि दिल टूटता है सर, when you are emotionally breaking up with someone. सर गाने भी कई सारे बने, दिल दिया दर्द लिया, दिल में मेरे दर्द इसको दिल दीवाना होता है. सर सब कुछ दिल के साथ ही होता है, जो हमारा आज का टॉपिक भी है, दैट वी हैव टू डिकोड द हेल्थ ऑफ हार्ट. तो सर, इज इट रियली समथिंग दैट इफ आई एम इन अ टॉक्सिक रिलेशनशिप और इफ आई एम इन अ हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप, इट अफेक्ट्स द हार्ट हेल्थ? Is it something that I need to think about?
Of course. I mean, everything that, again, it comes down to the brain.
Right.
Everything that your mind can register can actually harm or benefit your heart. So if there's a heartbreak, if there's a something जैसे दिल टूट गया, तो definitely there is increase in hormonal activity, cortisol बढ़ता है, heart rate बढ़ता है, blood pressure बढ़ता है. So it is all deleterious to your heart. In fact, there's a term which is called heartbreak syndrome.
Okay.
इनमें really there is a damage to heart the pumping goes down to 20% suddenly, and then if we see an angiogram is normal.
Okay.
So which is why it is called heart break syndrome, and then it is a reversible thing. When the stress goes away, the heart becomes normal.
Okay.
So it's a fact. I have seen a lot of patients. All of them are females. Most of them are females, not all, and it is basically related to some serious emotional news that they get.
Okay.
And then they suddenly go into breathlessness. They have changes in the ECGs, and when we do an angiogram is normal. So it is there, the term is there, and it is a proof that anything which is emotional can break your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
So sir, is there any way that we can make our heart stronger by meditation or yoga or any kind of a diet change, that by that your heart health will again become to 10 years younger?
Yeah, why not? There are two systems that work in tandem. One is parasympathetic and the other is sympathetic.
Okay.
Sympathetic is, as you told, fear, fight and flight. So this acts, sympathetic acts where cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline, they are all released by kidney, your adrenals, your brains, and then they increase the heart rate, they increase the blood pressure and all those things. Similarly, there's a parasympathetic nervous system which is most affected by chants,
Okay.
by mantras, by shlokas, by prayers, by meditations, by even looking at the sun in the morning. So these are the things which decreases your heart rate,
Okay.
decreases your blood pressure, soothes down, calms down the brain, and it works wonder. If you see any athlete, his heart rate would be 40-50, and it that's a very good sign. More, your resting pulse should be less than 60. If it is not, then you have to definitely go into yoga, meditation and pranayama and whatever you can, because it definitely decreases your heart rate. So nowadays we have wearables and all those things. If your average heart rate is more than 70,
Okay.
that is the time you have to realize you have to slow down, because ultimately our days are numbered and you don't know when it will strike.
Right.
So you try to fit into 55 to 60 beats per minute of heart rate. That is the time your heart is quiescent, and that is the time you will understand that yes, I am on my way. Otherwise, there's no point in trying to be very majestic. You are trying to be very outgoing, type A personality. So you always watch your heart rate. It's the simplest thing to do.
Okay.
Watch your heart rate. If it is less than 70, that's fine. If it is more than 70, then you go into all these things.
Got it, sir. Sir, we are talking about modern cardiology. So I really want to talk about modern jobs also, modern businesses also. सर आजकल IT इंडस्ट्री और सेल्स की जॉब मोस्टली यू आर ऑन द फील्ड. IT में आप ज़्यादातर आप ऑफिस में रहते हो, इनसाइड रहते हो इन द ऑफिस. सो यहाँ पे सर IT जॉब्स में यू आर नॉट मूविंग योर बॉडी दैट मच, यू आर कम्प्लीटली फोकस्ड ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम. और सर एकदम से इफ़ यू फाउंड अ न्यूज़ तो एक जर्क आता है सर बॉडी में, दैट अच्छा यू गेट सरप्राइज. और या फिर आपको अगर एकदम मूवमेंट करने का बोला जाए तो योर बॉडी इज़ नॉट रेडी फिजिकली, और इट कॉजेज सर्टन काइंड ऑफ इंजरी ऑल्सो, एंड दे आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड. एंड सर सेल्स की जॉब में दे आर नॉट गेटिंग अ चांस टू रिलैक्स. they are continuously running, or they are taking calls and they are doing certain kind of things, and there are certain jobs जहाँ पे सर आपको इक्वली बैठना भी है और इक्वली आपको फील्ड पे भी रहना है. तो सर यहाँ पे सर हम कुछ ऐसी एक्सरसाइजेस रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे हम हार्ट हेल्थ को कंबाइन ही कर सके इन एनी टाइप ऑफ जॉब लाइक मेडिटेशन और समथिंग. सो इज देयर एनी काइंड ऑफ एक्सरसाइज दैट आई कैन इवन डू राइट नाउ ऑल्सो व्हाइल सिटिंग ऑन द चेयर?
Yeah, basically it is like this, that there's an adage which says sitting is new smoking.
Right.
If you sit for 1 hour, it is like smoking 2 cigarettes. So definitely, 50% of, if you look at drivers, bus drivers, they have 2.7% of times chances of a heart attack young, and the conductors have 1.5. So it is just self-evident,
Right.
there was a trial in UK. So it's self-evident that people who sit more have got a problem. So basically it is like this, that every 30-40 minutes they can stand for say about 2-3 minutes and then come back and sit. They can do some stretching exercises. They can roll over their shoulders, and then they can roll over their palms, and then they can do bending exercises. They can there's one thing which is called chin and knee touch. They can do that. So these are all stretching. The other thing is that the blood becomes thicker with 2 hours of more than 50% by 2 hours of sitting.
Okay.
So these are the chance for varicose veins, and there are chances of clots in the veins which can be very fatal. So for that there's called an ankle pump. You can just do like this for say about 5-6 minutes every now and then, as and when you remember. So that's what I would recommend. Somebody who's got a sitting job can have a standing desktop. So standing desktop decreases chances of heart attack by about 60%. This is also a US based study. So those are the small you can sit for some time, and then you can do a standing, whatever your desk job is you are doing. So that will help you in a long way. Just simple standing is much better than just sitting.
Got it. Sir, आपने just बताया कि if I am sitting for a particular hour, I will have to burn this kind of a calories, or my blood is getting that kind of, it is creating kind of a lump.
Yeah.
Sir, I had done IT jobs also, I had done sales job also. Sir, एक trend है, I really don't know if you know or not. People in their break, they go after their lunch. Sir, I'm really sorry for this word, but they go for a sutta break. They call it sutta break. And they take around 1 or 2 cigarettes with a hot tea, चाय के साथ, चाय सुट्टा जिसे बोलते हैं very commonly. Sir, already they were not working out. They are sitting there for 8 hours or 4 hours continuously. Again they are taking this kind of a breaks. तो सर कंटिन्यूसली एक हार्म करता है, और एक सडन एक अटैक सा आता है कि यार आई एम नॉट एबल टू रन, आई एम नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म, आई एम नॉट फिजिकली हेल्दी, और एक वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन में कन्वर्ट होता है. तो सर कभी कभार एक कन्फ्यूजन रहता है कि हार्ट अटैक है कि हार्ट फेलियर है, क्योंकि हम आजकल देख रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया पे IT इंडस्ट्रीज़ में लोग बैठे बैठे गिर जाते हैं चेयर पे से, दे जस्ट फॉल आउट. इन जिम्स ऑल्सो एट द टाइम ऑफ डूइंग अ कार्डियो सेशन दे फॉल आउट ऑन द ट्रेडमिल इटसेल्फ. डांस करते करते कोई लोग गिर गए. तो सर ये जो इस टाइप का एकदम सडन चेंज फ्रॉम डूइंग नथिंग एंड एकदम डूइंग समथिंग, तो सर ये कुछ बनता है सर बॉडी में समथिंग जिस वजह से इस टाइप के अटैक्स आते हैं. एंड सर आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन हार्ट अटैक एंड हार्ट फेलियर.
So we'll deal with that. Heart failure is something where heart is not able to pump enough blood for the body. So it is different from heart attack. Heart attack is when suddenly there's a stoppage or blockage in your artery, which causes sudden decrease in your pumping capacity of heart, and therefore it is called, in common language it is called a myocardial infarction or heart attack, which is because of sudden blockage of the artery. Heart failure can be because of 2-3 silent attacks, or basically when heart is unable to pump blood as your body wants. So there are two different things. Heart attacks, all heart attacks will be something which will not lead to heart failure, but all the heart failure can be because of heart attack. So it's like this. So there are two different things. Attack is something which happens suddenly. Heart failure usually gradually progresses over time. So that's the chronicity which is there. Second question was sutta, chai sutta. So if you remove sutta and add chai, it's a very welcome break for everybody. They gel with people, they meet with people, they talk something which can be personal, which can be professional, but they take a break, they walk down. Nowadays there are multiple avenues where they walk down out of the building, take the sun, chit chat with friends. So it's a very welcome break, I would say. If you remove sutta, sutta is never good for anybody at any point of time. So which is something which should not be done. Third, that suddenly if you do some exercises, of course any unaccustomed exercise will increase in your heart rate and your blood pressure will shoot up. And there are certain structural heart disease which you don't know, especially in young, which will cause somebody to collapse.
Okay.
Which is which is a cardiomyopathy. There's a term called HOCM, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Whenever you do strenuous work, the heart stop pumping blood.
Okay.
So, which is why we have seen a lot of people falling down in the gym, falling down when they are doing some event and they are dancing, because at that point of time they are very excited. They are doing something which is beyond that capacity, because I can't dance for 10 minutes, but then I'm still dancing because it's something which has excited me to do that. So any unaccustomed exercise will cause increased heart rate and blood pressure, and can cause somebody to collapse, and that is because of arrhythmias, which is when the heart goes into arrhythmia, there is no flow to the brain and they collapse.
Okay.
So that is what it is. So whenever you are hitting the gym, it's always prudent to go to a doctor or even a family physician just to check if you can do that. Start gradually and build up over time.
Right.
So that is the thing that you have to do.
सर यहाँ पे हम ऐसा भी समझ सकते हैं कि जब फिटनेस की बात होती है, आजकल की जनरेशन, दे आर नॉट आजकल की जनरेशन बट पीपल आर ओनली अवेयर अबाउट जिम्स ओनली. हम पहले जब डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स वी यूज टू प्ले, राइट, सो वहाँ पे एक फिजिकल हेल्थ काफ़ी ऑप्टिमम होती थी. सो वी कैन ऑल्सो रिकमेंड स्पोर्ट्स, राइट, आई मीन नॉट ओनली जिम्स. सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज हर एक बंदी का एक बॉडी का रिस्पॉन्स नेचर अलग होता है, एंड एवरीबडी इज डूइंग जिम ओनली. So sir, do you recommend different kind of sports replacing gym, or you should, first of all, you should scan your whole body, and according to your reports you should opt for a particular workout?
Hey, general sports, if you compare a sport and a gym, basically they are two different things.
Right.
The kind of happy hormone that is released when you are playing sport is unmatchable.
Right.
Gym में you are more serious, you are following a target कि मुझे आज ये करना है, वो करना है. So that's a serious exercising, and I think it is not as good as playing sport. No way compare it. It cannot be compared. Sports is something which I see lack of it nowadays, because there are less grounds, people are more busier into coachings and all those things. But generally speaking, I never heard about gym when my father was there.
Right.
And he was riding a bicycle at 82. So I never saw my mom going for a walk. I never saw. We started doing it when we were in early 40s, because that was order of the day, because we stopped playing. So I think if possible, if you can take up a sport, nothing beats it. Nothing. But if it is not possible, then going to gym every day you cannot go. Probably you should go to gym or walk whenever possible. So that's what it is.
Got it, sir. Sir, when it comes to spiritual wellness, sir, आपका क्या practices है? How do you perform spirituality according to you, and what is the best practices? Because in your routine, you are basically, I just repeated that you are dealing with life and death situation. तो सर आपके लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्या है, और स्पिरिचुअलिटी ने आपको एज अ ह्यूमन एंड एक डॉक्टर बेसिकली कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट बनने में कितनी हेल्प की है, एंड हाउ इट इज़ कीपिंग यू ग्राउंडेड?
That's a tough question. Actually, when we were becoming doctor, probably spirituality was not in our mind. It was just whatever we can do with best of our ability, and probably score marks and all those things. For me, at that point of time, spirituality was to make sure that my parents are cared, had food, and they were in the bed. Without them inside the bed, tucked in a blanket, I would never go to my room to study. So that was at that point of time spirituality for me. You can call it responsibility, but then it's not responsibility. They can go and sleep. But that was at that point of time spirituality for me. Whenever I go out of the house, I light a candle or light a lamp, and then I do say some mantra, and then I go out every time, because I do not go without doing prayer. Third, there were few मराठी में बहुत सारे शुभम करोति कल्याण, तो वो सारी my mother hailed from Nagpur. So she taught me a lot of कि जब शाम को होता है तो कौन सा मंत्र बोलना है, जाप करना है, सुबह कौन सा करना है. So I used to do that, and I still do it. Whenever I open the window and I sit still for 5 minutes looking at horizon and chanting those words. So these are what it was. Now it is like, keeping a fast for 2 days, going to temple on those 2 days, trying to go to a shrine which is known, and probably doing 5-10 minutes of sitting and chanting few months. This is spirituality for me. I'm not very religious. I'm not very fond of doing meditation, because my brain does not allow me to do that. There's something which happens and then I can't focus. But these are the few things that I do, and out of all these things, I would recommend that you make sure that everybody in your home is at peace. Then only you will find peace in whatever you do. That's the definition of spirituality for me.
It was very beautifully quoted by you, and sir, I also believe, और सर सिखाते ही हैं. और सर आपने काफ़ी एक डीप बात करी यहाँ पे कि मतलब माता पिता ही भगवान के सबसे क्लोजेस्ट हैं हमारे फॉर्म में. और सर मेरे माता पिता बोलते हैं डॉक्टर इज़ द मोस्ट क्लोजेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ अ डॉक्टर, गॉड. एंड सर थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग यू, आई मीन एंड सर एक मैं समझना चाहता हूँ सर, हम मूवीज़ में भी देखते, मैंने रियलिटी में भी देखा है कि पीपल से कि, और सर एक हमारे क्लोज रिलेटिव ने आपको अप्रिशिएट करते हुए बोला था कि मतलब आप में उन्हें भगवान दिखे. तो सर इस टाइप का जो अप्रिसिएशन मिलता है डॉक्टर्स को, डेफिनेटली सर हर बार लोग बोलते हैं यू डिजर्व दिस. तो सर हाउ डू यू फील इंटरनली?
Basically, that is the reason why I forced my daughter to take medicine. She wanted to take legal studies.
Okay.
And she wanted to become a lawyer. And
Okay.
I know that she's got all the quality of becoming a good lawyer. But these are the things which will always remain with you, These are the earnings which nobody can take away from you. These are the things, and people, cases can go wrong. Nowadays, the complication rate is 1 to 2%. So those 99% of people will give you some blessings always.
Right.
So it's amazing to hear that. And sometimes we don't believe on those things, because at some point of time, I feel that there are some vested interests when they come to me, say Aap Bhagwan and all those things. I think it should show in their faces, not in their voices. So I believe in their faces, not in their voices. If they say it to me, I just brush it and go away. The deeds that they say, what they do behind my back is the most important thing.
Right.
So I hear a lot of it, but I don't give a lot of attention to that. But what I see, there are a lot of Google reviews and all those things. So I think then when people think and write, that is the time then probably they are really showing their gratitude. On the face, if somebody is saying, I don't think that that's a real value. So that is what people say a lot, like you've heard from your relative that he was saying so. So that's a real thing. Somebody who comes to me and say, Aap Bhagwan hai, I would not, I would not take it in the same spirit.
Right. So that's your, ये सर आपके संस्कार हैं, you are being humble sir, but such a job you are doing in this world. That's amazing. And sir, मैं ब्रह्म कुमारी के वीडियोस में सर कल ही सुन रहा था कि आपके घर में जो पैसा आता है दुआओं से आना चाहिए. And sir, you are doing that.
मतलब उसमें तो कोई,
उसी में बरकत है सर.
उसमें तो कोई doubt नहीं.
You are seeing that thing. Sir, I think we are in the last section of this particular podcast. और सर इतना टाइम कहाँ निकल गया सर पता ही नहीं चला, because एक काफ़ी एक रियल टॉक है. And thank you for being you, sir. Thank you for being you. So, sir, this is rapid fire questions which I want to ask you. It will be rapid, and I really want to know some personal questions. So, sir, tea or coffee?
Tea.
Sir, morning workout or evening workout?
Morning, always.
Sir, reason? Quick reason.
Morning walks, basically it gives you the tone of the day, sets a tone. You can think about what exactly you are going to do throughout the day. Evening walks, you can get stuck up in work and you can miss it. Morning is something that you always get up and you have some time at your hand. So morning walks are something which are regular, evening walks are never regular. One, hormonal balance suggests that when you walk there is a decrease in blood pressure, so which is very good for your heart. So always and always morning walk.
Got it, sir. Amazing, sir. सर एक ऐसा फूड जो सब बोलते हैं हेल्दी बट इट इज़ नॉट दैट हेल्दी, मिथ है.
ग्रेनोला जो मिलता है आजकल, आई मीन इट इज़ समथिंग विच इज़ full of sugar and full of calorie, lot of promises, nothing which is there. So lot of people have granola bars, and if you have seen, they have it with milk and all those things. So you are adding milk, you are adding curd to already highly calorified food, and it is basically branded by the companies, and it is something which should not be consumed ever.
Got it, sir. And sir, one food जिसको लोग खाना पसंद कम करते हैं और प्रमोटेड भी नहीं कंपनी के बाद में, लेकिन इट इज़ वेरी हेल्दी फॉर एनीवन.
मेरे हिसाब से एज आई टोल्ड यू, मशरूम एंड आई वुड से almonds.
Got it, sir.
Because they have got very good omega fatty acids, and 4 almonds is, I mean, something which everybody should have every day.
Got it. Amazing. One health habit you personally never skip?
Walking.
Okay, sir.
Walking is something which you should always do. I mean, especially after having meal. That's something which always be done.
Sir, one medical myth you wish people would stop believing?
That cholesterol is bad. There is a good cholesterol which is called HDL, and it increases with walking. It increases with having almonds. It increases with having raw foods. So that is something that you should always be very wary about. And cholesterol is not all bad. There's some good cholesterol also.
Sir, out of stress and sugar, heart को ज़्यादा damage कौन करता है?
Sugar, because stress is something which we deal with every day in, day out, you know. So like you said that you don't take stress, there's such a stressful condition. It's a I mean, that's how the mind is trained to. But sugar is something which will always cause you problems, always. By increasing your fat content, by increasing your calorie in your diet, it will make you fat, and it will make you your arteries also fat. So sugar is something which is very dangerous.
सर, एक ऐसा मेडिकल टेस्ट जो सारे इंडिविजुअल्स को कराना चाहिए?
एक तो नहीं कहूँगा, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द एज, बट जनरली फॉर adult I would suggest that they should always do a treadmill test every 5 years.
Every 5 years?
5 years. If it is positive, then probably every year or whatever, but every 5 years they should do after 30, every 5 years they should do a treadmill test.
Sir, worst thing to eat after 8 p.m. or at the night time?
Fried foods, because most of the food that we fry is fried in I mean, the oil that used is reused most often, so it should not be there. I mean, the fried food have a lot of trans fat and lot of salts.
Got it, sir. Sir, one emotion that's the most dangerous for the heart?
Anger. Basically, anger has got 2 things. One is that increases the heart rate and blood pressure, that I've already been telling you. Then the other thing is that anger is an ornament of weak people.
Right.
So somebody who's constantly angry, probably he feels the weakest, therefore he shouts at people. So it should not be done.
But sir, are there any kind of practices by which we can immediately drop our anger? Because we don't want anger to be dangerous for the longest time.
See, basically it's a long term, it's a habit. So habit takes a long time to break. It's continuously, trying to be happy with whatever you have. You are only angry because you don't have what you want. So if you can do that, then that's fine. Secondly, when you grow old, suppose you are 60, so you are not somebody who's the main focus or the fulcrum of the house. It is the kids who have grown up now. First, because you were going to the office, your wife will make tiffin as per you, she will do everything as per you. But when you are 60, 65, you take a back seat. So that change of retirement, everybody should understand, imbibe, and think that the only thing, best thing that you can give to your kids at 65 is your good health.
Got it.
So you should not be angry about it. That the focus is away from you. You should be happy कि now you are relaxing. So
राजा को गद्दी छोड़ना आना चाहिए.
हाँ, वैसे.
The right time with right temperament, sir.
Yeah.
That is very important.
Very important.
Sir, I think this is the end of the rapid fire questions. And sir, आपके साथ इतना time, मतलब इतना sir learning, whenever I talk to, it's like that I'm continuously absorbing. So thank you again for being here. And sir, last question जो मैंने practice अभी start के सारे guests के साथ में, कि सर एक manifestation की exercise है कि after 5 years, what do you want to manifest कि वो आपकी life में हो? It can be materialistic, it can be non-materialistic. It's completely up to you, sir. Because I want you to watch this video even after 5 years.
See, at this point of time, I want to open up a cardiac hospital, which is something which is very 5-star kind facility, and it should not be very expensive. And I'm sure that in some time I'll be able to do that.
Sir, all the best to your vision and hope you will achieve this thing before 5 years only. So, thank you so much, Ting. This was our episode. This was Dr. Roshan Rao, sir, and you can meet him in Apollo Indore. And thank you so much, sir, again, sir, because you gave us this time and it's an opportunity. And thank you so much again, sir. And see you in the next episode, guys. See you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Active Minds. Thank you, Seemant.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.